Welcome to St Petersburg. This is one of the abandoned houses in this abandoned territory, but I will show you more. Hello guys, we are driving today to St Petersburg. It will take us about 7 hours, right? 7.5 hours. Yep. We had to rent this car. That's a French car, so I hope you will join us in this trip. There are two ways to get from Moscow to St. Petersburg by car. One is the free motorway, which takes about 10 to 12 hours. The other is a toll road, which is much faster at 7.5 to 8 hours. The length of the route is pretty much the same in both cases, but on the free route, you can drive at up to 90 kilometers per hour. Plus, you get to stop at lots of lovely little towns where you'll have to slow down to 60 or even 40 kilometers per hour. On the toll road is a breeze to drive in, with a speed limit of 130 kilometers per hour. It's well lit at night, and there are organized rest areas every 20 kilometers, so you can go to the toilets, have a snack, and refuel. As we approached St. Petersburg, we left the toll road and paid our toll. The journey from Moscow cost us about 8,500 rubles, which is about $100. At the entrance to the city, we decided not to go through the center to save time and chose the bypass road. Despite getting caught in a traffic jam at first, which was a bit of a shock after the smooth driving in Moscow, this was nothing compared to the traffic jams we'd experienced in Moscow. So on the bypass road, we got to our destination point much faster. But the best part was that we didn't have to pay the tolls on this road either. It was already 9 hours since we left Moscow and we had reached our accommodation for the next couple of days. This time we decided not to stay in a hotel and chose a flat. We had booked it back in Moscow. Everything was as described, but there was no hygiene products in the bathroom and the fridge needed to be filled ourselves. It seems the all-inclusive system doesn't work here. So we decided to go to the nearest supermarket and buy all the essentials. We quickly found a shop and bought ready portioned food, fruits, fresh bread and water. So we bought drinking water separately just to be on the safe side. On the first day, we decided to stay put and rest up. We were pretty tired, but it was tough to get to sleep with the light streaming in through the window. Oh, and just so you know, the time on the video, it's about 11 p.m. This is what we call the white nights. In the morning, not much had changed. It was still as bright as the night, but the sun had come out. We decided to drive around the city and stop wherever we wanted, which was a great idea. We drove past the Hermitage and its main part, the Winter Palace. We didn't go to the Palace Square as everything is fenced up there now, and there is no possibility to take pictures. Oh, and the Hermitage is one of the main museums in Russia, so if you're in St. Petersburg for the first time, you really should go there. On our way, we met the famous cruiser Aurora. This magnificent ship is over 120 years old. If you're not sure what it's famous for, I'll tell you. On the 25th October 1917, a shot from this ship marked the beginning of the revolution in Russia. At the Kazan Cathedral, we decided to stop and walk on foot. It's so beautiful here, no matter which way you look. In warmer months, there are just so many tourists walking around. When you visit Kazan Cathedral, you feel like you've stepped into Italy, not St. Petersburg. Its architecture is so unique. Street musicians always play in the shadow of its columns, which is such a lovely atmospheric setting. The cathedral is really active, and it's so interesting because in 1813, the famous commander Mikhail Kutuzov was buried in it. It was the same one who defeated Napoleon. Next, we decided to leave the car and hopped on the metro. I'll show you the deepest metro station here in St. Petersburg. It's called Admiralteyskaya. Let's go. I found it really interesting that in St. Petersburg, the metro is the deepest if we judge by the average depth of all the stations. I think this is because it's so close to the water. Стоит билет на 2 человека. Я не знаю, как у вас.
У нас, если вы идете по жетону, жетон стоит 70 рублей. Если вы покупаете карту, то по карте 49 рублей, но карта должна быть у каждого.
For you to get into the metro station here in St. Petersburg, you need your bank card. This is just the local bank card that I got for myself. It's called Tinkoff, so let's go. I must admit, I am a little perplexed by the idea of a metro in a city by the sea, which is surrounded by rivers. If you had noticed, I went underground with my tailed friend, Mickey. In the St. Petersburg Underground, you can even carry pets if they are in carriers. If you go underground a lot, it's probably the best to buy a pass. It's not the most convenient option if you go in occasionally, but it's really handy for one-off visits. While we are going down into the deepest station of the St. Petersburg Metro, I will tell you a few interesting facts. Admiralteyskaya station is a whopping 86 meters deep. This is the deepest station not only in St. Petersburg, but also in Russia. It took a very long time to build because there were technical difficulties at every stage. This station has 2 escalators. If you fancy walking on an escalator, you'll have to walk 729 steps. And if you plan to stand just like me, you'll spend more than 4 minutes to get down to the station. The second escalator is much faster. In just about 3 minutes, you are 86 meters underground. The station is absolutely buzzing with people. Up to 35,000 people pass through here every day. Alright, here is the metro station. I think right now we'll have to move over to Nevsky metro station, I guess. I don't know actually. And now we're back to the surface again. I met some lovely guys offering excursions in the form of a walk on the roofs of St. Petersburg. But before that, we decided to have a lunch. We didn't want to waste our precious time at a restaurant, so we chose a quick bite at Burger King. Well, I'm having a little break now. And I have about 40 minutes before an excursion. Well, here I'm already at the roof. Everyone refused to come up here with me, but I didn't mind. From the top, there is a stunning view of the city and a bonus in the form of classic music concert. Oh yes, you're absolutely right. It's a horse-drawn carriages right in the middle of the road. This is Petersburg, my dear. As the locals say, it's a real treat. Guess what? We've got to the place I've been dying to go to for the longest time. And now for something really special. The famous St. Isaac's Cathedral. Hey guys, finally we are here. This is the heart of St. Petersburg. The famous St. Isaac's Cathedral, a place that attracts tourists from all over the world. This magnificent object is really truly inspiring, not just for its sheer size, but also for the incredible number of intricate details. Tourists absolutely love this place too. There is an amazing opportunity to climb to the top of this giant, from where you'll get a stunning view of the center of St. Petersburg. That's what I came for. So let's go to the cathedral. There is always a great crowd here, and everyone has their own reasons for coming. Some people come to admire the cathedral's interior, while others are more determined to climb the endless stairs to the top. I'm so tired. We still have a long way to go. As you can see, it's quite a climb, but it's worth it for the amazing view from the top. It was so much more spectacular than my previous excursion on the roofs. I would have come straight here. Inside the cathedral is just as amazingly decorated. There are so many beautiful details, gorgeous paintings, and ancient icons. Everything is in perfect condition, as the lovely people who showed me around explained. This cathedral still holds services, so it's not just a tourist attraction. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't know what to tell you. The cathedral is quite massive, but getting to the top of the roof is something not for everyone. It's really difficult. I didn't know I could make it anyway, but I did it for you guys. Anyway, I even saw some guys that couldn't make it to the top. They had to quit and just move back. But I just want to tell you something more about St. Petersburg, but that will be a secret. Come with me. Guys, I've shown you many beautiful places in this city. The beautiful streets, the massive cathedral, but right now I'm about to show you the abandoned territory of St. Petersburg. You come with me. Let's go. Welcome to St. Petersburg. This is one of the abandoned houses in this abandoned territory. But I will show you more because this is just the beginning. You might think this is a place specially decorated for a horror film, but actually it's an old abandoned factory just very near the city center of St. Petersburg. It's a bit of a strange feeling, isn't it? Just come out of an ancient cathedral which has kept all its former splendor, and then literally in a couple of blocks you find yourself in a whole abandoned district. It's so interesting to see these buildings, which seem much younger than the temples and palaces nearby. It's a shame they are in such a poor state. I must say, there is something rather appealing about these places. They have a wonderful nostalgic charm, don't you think? It's fascinating to explore them. Back in the early 19th century, this was a forest, but in 1860, there was a Russian-American rubber manufactory here, which was called Red Triangle. During the Second World War, the workers of the factory lived right here on the factory grounds with their children. It's also said that there is a whole network of secret underground passages under the ruined buildings, but sadly, the entrance is lost today. Alright folks, that's it for now. But really, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you guys ever been to St. Petersburg? What's your favorite spot? Drop in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more travel adventures like this one. Until next time, keep exploring and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.